A couple things before we get started. I made a little bit of a change to our chart. I did some really cool stuff this week for the channel, for the podcast. I made a Dropbox, a public Dropbox link for our Inner Circle. So if you join the Inner Circle, it's totally free for a limited time only. Of course, for right now, it's free. You join the Inner Circle and you get a link to all kinds of stuff. But one thing that's in there is the Dropbox, which is on my computer. It's just right here, Fascinating World Shared Binary Dropbox. So I have in this folder for you, I have strategies and extras. I have all of this stuff. I mean, it's amazing. Music City Trader Sheets, that's the one that I was working on that's sort of separate from this, but it's just a chart for one of our courses. I have old chart archives, like some old charts, as they were in the most current charts. I have the most current charts that we're working on. This most current chart will be basically like the chart we're using on the live stream at this moment. Okay. So you can get that Dropbox link, and it's amazing. The other thing is, it's just because the charts in our courses, we change this and it's evolving over time. And so I just wanted to give a place where I can drop in files. I also do that on Telegram, but if you just want to have all the files that I have that pertain to our channel and most current channel stuff, and even some archives, because, 3 months from now, somebody's going to go like, oh, I want that chart from that YouTube video 3 months ago, and that'll be in the old chart archive box. And also released a new course, which is even more pertinent, even more important. I don't know what it's called. Important, because if you go to our, this is a brand new thing, Alligator MACD Super Strategy. This is actually the new course that I just put out, Alligator plus MACD Super Strategy. And you know what? It's my personal favorite strategy. It's what we're actually going to be using tonight, and it's what we're going to be using every single night moving forward until Todd gets bored and calls me and tries to change it. But this is part of the course. So let me show this, because this is not only for them, but you haven't seen this yet, I don't think. This is some of the analysis that I did in the. I show you how to set up the indicators, but these are the wins. So this was the 1 minute chart. This right here is what we're looking for. It's getting ready to cross. The double cross happened. It opened up. It was heading towards the white line. The MACD crossed right here. The stochastic crossed. They both crossed out of oversold. So look at that's pretty much like you would tell me, yes, that's going to the white line, right?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
And then I screenshotted the alligators, and look what they did. They just had crossed.
Yeah.
This was a huge win. Are you?
All right, let me just say, okay, we have always used, I got to put this down. I was looking through this this comic book, but
I saw you doing that.
We've always used the MACD. That is an indicator that we have always used, because when we do the trend surfing method, which is a great method, by the way, in terms of probability, it usually, the MACD is what gives us the indication that it's going to go either in a downtrend or an uptrend. So when we see that happen, we usually know, okay, there's a trend coming, or it's a turnaround. And so then we jump in, we'll say, hey, there's a line of red candles going on. We're going to take a put on the next one, and we'll see if we can get another red candle. And that's how we do that. And by probability, we're hoping that there'll be another red candle. Well, that's what we call the trend surf. Well, here's candle surfing. Either way, trend, candle, whichever.
It's called candle surfing, yeah.
But the problem with that is that it's only a probability. So
trend surfing, I guess.
Yeah. So what can happen though with that is that you're just basing that on the fact that there's already been a bunch of red candles. But a lot of times you'll enter and you'll get the turnaround. Well, we're trading at 4 trades deep, so we don't have any trades that we can just throw away like that. So if we had 6 or even 7 deep, we can afford to lose a first couple and not worry too much about it. But when you lose the first one and you've only got 4, then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So we've decided that this MACD crossover, when the MACD crosses, that is kind of an important thing, because the candle that crosses in is usually always going to go in the direction that the MACD says it's going in. And that's what we're going to try to do. So we want to be sure that that since we've only got 4, we want to be sure that they're winners. So as much as possible, that's what we want to do. Now, Eric said he said that I said something, and he was waiting till we went live to tell me. So, Eric, what was it you were going to tell me?
We've had some problems, and last week we had a problem because we started messing around with other methods, and we talked about that in our last episode.
Yeah.
But we talked about probability today, and we talked about a lot of stuff because when he said how it comes across right now is, we have the probability in our favor, and we're at this sweet spot of probability. So the MACD double cross strategy.
Okay, first of all, hold on. Let me stop you right there. When you say double cross, because I don't want anybody to be confused, we're talking about a MACD crossover, but when he says double cross, okay,
I guess
we never
that's the original strategy.
Yeah, okay, where that comes from, Eric has a hard time with terminology. Once he gets stuck on something like bids, he calls these bids, they're not bids.
It is a
trades.
MACD cross. It isn't the double cross because the double cross is a strategy I taught in our very first course.
Where the stochastic crosses first, then
the
about
MACD
2 or 3
crosses.
candles later, the MACD cross. So you're talking about double meaning the stochastic and then the MACD.
Right
Right now
in a row.
Right now we're talking just about the MACD. Stochastic, stochastic plays a minor role in this. Because when
it does kind of do it. I mean, it is going to be a double cross. That's really what it is. It is going to be the double cross. But
both of them are going to have to, for this to really work and what we're looking for, both the stochastic and the MACD have to be in the either oversold or overbought position.
Yes, you're right about that. And they have to be crossing down, and they have to be headed towards the white line.
Crossing up or crossing down, one or the other.
Right.
Yes.
And then the confirmation I'm using is 15-second alligators, and this is the actual method that I taught in that little webinar course we put up called the MACD. It's called the alligator plus MACD cross. So if you want to really know what I'm doing, watch the course because I put it in there. It's got like really specific analysis charts, drawings, everything. Okay,
go right now to Odd NZD. I want you to look at this.
So this is not. I have something here for you. It's called. We have a probability in our favor in a massive way. I think that we're going to do very well. So what you were saying to me, I went in there without looking at alligators, without looking at support and resistance or anything, right? You were just looking at.
Yeah. I was just trying to demo test just the MACD. Anytime it crossed, I took it,
You mean not even with the stochastic coming out of oversold? You just kind of looked and saw when it crossed and you took it?
Yeah. If it crossed and looked like it was crossed
up
out of oversold or overbought, yeah. I wasn't looking really at any other indicators.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. I mean, it's simplified, but so you said you won
I had a win, then 2 losses, and one I kind of knew I kind of knew it was a bad deal, but I just took it anyway. And then it was.
Then it was a win, 2 losses and a win.
A win,
so,
2 losses and a win. So it was 2 out of. It was 2 and 2. It was half and half.
So the probability thing is what I think we figured out, dude. Today it makes total sense. If you follow the podcast from a couple days ago and see that how we fortify 6 deep, and and Todd, by the way, I cut those up into some extra videos, so we can actually
this is getting ready to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to cross yet, but within the next candle, it could cross. It could cross in this one if there's enough steam to it.
And that's why I'm not sure the entry. Like, should we wait till the end of the 1 minute candle? Probably yes, because we want a confirmed cross. We want the cross to really be. We want the teeth to be open.
But now we're going to get it early, and it's so close to this white line that it could retract before it actually gets.
But it could also not cross. See, I've done a lot of this MACD crossing, and if you enter now, it could just not cross.
Right.
So you want it to open up. This one's actually probably going to be a win. I think the alligators have now pushed down, and if it opens up really nice, like it's going to have to open up really nice. We're at $1.80 trade, and we're at 1 minute. And I think I'm going to take it if it opens up. It's looking.
Well, it's already open, so I mean, it's going to be.
On. If it just slams open. Okay.
It's a low position, though. You can't.
Well, you have to kind of wait till it opens, unless you're gonna.
It's already open, but
Okay, for this one you were right. It was sort of towards the end of the candle, and it was already open, and it looked like it was literally going to open. But my thing about this MACD double cross is like a sack of potatoes, dude. It's like a big sack of potatoes. I throw them to you, and you catch them at the last minute, and all of that force just causes your arms to just, under the weight of those potatoes, you dip down. And it seems like even if this is going to retract, it's going to take it like a minute to recover from getting a sack of potatoes.
You missed that one. I don't know what you were waiting on, but
missed what one?
You missed the entry, didn't you?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in demo. That's why I didn't see it happen. Okay,
dude, that's
on.
a massive win.
Okay, hold on. I'm not in the live account. That's why I didn't. I was like, wait a minute, you didn't enter. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's a massive win, dude.
Okay, I'm in live now. Okay,
that
gotcha.
was a textbook massive win. It barely crossed. I wouldn't have taken
Okay, the
that
MACD is real dang close to crossing on USD RUB, so you might want to put your imagination to rest right now.
Okay, USD RUB.
Live in the now, because this is what's really happening.
Do you think it's going to the white line from here?
It is moving up for sure. I mean,
it is overbought, like oversold, like major. It's getting ready to, alligator's getting ready to cross right now, and that MACD could cross in 30 seconds. If it does, I think we should go ahead and take it, because it does look like it's headed up. The MACD is starting to cross right now, so as long as it doesn't just shoot up too prematurely, it needs to open. It needs to open in this next candle. But it's clearly crossed. Okay, alligator's just crossed. And this one is going to open. Alligator's just crossed, so we've got momentum big time.
yeah, like it's getting up there already.
It's a lot of momentum, but that's a massive cross.
That was a pretty good sized cross there. I had a feeling this one was
look at alligators. I mean, they just crossed.
Oh yeah.
So look at that. Look at that momentum up on the alligators.
Yeah. That's a lot of momentum. So this one's got some steam.
I actually like to watch the alligators chart when it plays out, because every 15 seconds a new candle opens. So if it starts to consolidate inside itself, I can see it. Like this next candle is probably going to go green from this bottom part. See? And there
it goes. It's going. It's going. I think we're going to get a win here, bro. I really do. It's staying close, but I'm really hoping this shoots up. There it goes. There it goes.
Shooting up. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a win.
That is a win. That's a win. That's a win. Look at that. So this method, we are 2-2. We've had 0 losses so far.
Bam. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the flip side of this tomorrow. Hopefully, well, what's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Yep. All right. We will see you again. Thanks for watching, and good talking to you guys.